Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Vera Golosova here, and today we talk finished sketchbooks. This one was finished quite a while ago, but things got crazy and I didn't have time to film it. So let's check it out. I have very feeble filming structure this time, unfortunately, but I hope it will work. So let's do it. So let's start with presents. These ones were made for me, not by me. By my friends who go to my sketch club in Moscow, and whom I saw while I was visiting here, and they gave me this as a memory. So I will store them in this finished sketchbook. So this baby was started in February 2023 and I finished it in June. Now it's end of August and I'm filming. So in the beginning I was aiming it to be the observation journal, but then there were some wild turns on the way, as usual. They happen, you know. So let's start with me observing Turunch Bay and my son and my husband, and observing my own hands. And actually I really still don't believe that I did this from my own hand, just like that. It's possibly good though. What I really like about this sketchbook, it's Canson. It has relatively thin paper, but it works perfectly for color pencils because they layer out beautifully. And here you may see that this little robin bird is done with many layers. It also works very good with graphic instruments, but this sketchbook doesn't really hold water well, so it's for dry materials mostly. So here I was trying to draw everything around me in a village, and we have a bunch of sheep and we have a bunch of goats there, and trees and cactuses and cats, of course, because it's Turkey, it's lots of cats. And I also try to do landscape thumbnails, and it's very hard for me because so many details, and when you start drawing you get absolutely blown away by the amount of details in the world around you, and I don't really know where to concentrate at this moment. But with this sketchbook I sketched relatively a lot from life. Like I found this bulb and I put it right here and I was sketching, and I really like drawing from nature even if it's hard. And this is Lucas drawing, and that's again lots of beautiful stones and trees and Minecraft Steve from my son Lucas. And I got into birds lately a lot, and I try to learn how to do shapes. As you can see, this one didn't really work, but these ones are my attempt to do jays, and jays are very tricky for me yet. I don't get them right often. This is the view of the bay from one of our favorite cafes where our friend works, Yellow Sea Club, and this is Turunch at sunset. I wanted to use pencils in a way to show that it's sunset with all those hazy shades. This is in our backyard actually. Faces of people, and of course I'm trying to find my theme, and it seems that I'm slowly getting towards it. So my theme is really rural life in pictures and small objects, and look at this, it's beautiful. And birds and trees. I love drawing trees. As you can see in this sketchbook I got lots of trees. This again is a Turunch Bay, and I really want to learn how to do those captivating landscape pieces in a sketch, so they are not boring and that they are not overworked. And trees again. This one is a copy from Jan McKay, one of my favorite tree makers. He does amazing sketches. Check him out. And I was trying to kind of adopt some of his tree drawing techniques. His is more wild. I'm not even close. So here I was doing some copies of lettering for my visual library. And these are the goats from our neighbor farmer. And the cats. Cats are very hard for me, as you can see. Like, these ones are like, is this really cats? I don't know. They look not cat enough for me. Some abstracts and birdsies. This one is not from life, obviously, but this one marks that I saw Upupai Pops, which is like hoopoo in English, right? Hoopoo, am I right? I saw it for the first time in the village, and I was absolutely sure that it was this bird, and I was so excited. These birds, they are crazy. I really want to draw more of them. Here comes more birds. That's Lucas. Here I moved away from observation journal, to be honest. Here I went to some, I don't know, studies and trying to draw symbols from imagination. I'm not really good at that, but I was trying, you know. And again, back to observations. This is attempt at selfie. I look very mean. Maybe I look very serious when I draw. What is that? That's our door frame, and behind the door frame on the backyard you can see these stones and then the trees, and then the cat was sitting here like covered with light. It was very beautiful. Maybe I will copy this motif on a bigger scale and try to do it in watercolors, maybe. Ships. After living in Turunj for a year, ships are like one of my loves to draw now. They are so beautiful. The older the ship, the better, as you can imagine. If it's dilapidating a little bit, even more so. And I'm not never going away from the toads and frogs. The cats again. And the spring in Turkey appeared to be amazing time when everything blooms, and I have never seen so many poppy flowers at the same time, and I was trying to do a pattern out of it and trying to do cat shapes. And here I got obsessed with Grishaverse and the Shadow and Bone series from Lee Bardugo books, and yeah, I really want to do kind of like lettering, fun artsy stuff, but it's in my I decided to work more on this one. I transferred it to the iPad, and I need to work more on this one. Really want to make it like a logo. It's Lucas with Ariel, and this is like my studies of letters. These are my quick sketches. Very sad, no steak for the man, you see. And again, my favorite village streets as a genre. Here I was sitting with a friend and we were trying each other's materials. Always messy page, scribbles, and huge cat on a little car. Really want to work more on this like surreal stuff, like if the car is real size but the cat on the car is like 15 times bigger than the real cat. Really want to work like that. Flower with old streets of Marmaris and the cat. I'm kind of started to be better, but still I'm not satisfied with my cats. What's that? Happy together, father and son. I don't remember. I just liked it. Again, village life. And this is very funny because it was red. It was just red poppy flower, and then it appeared to be purple when it dried out. This is the tree in front of our house, which I put the Greek vial into it, so put together it looks very beautiful. And I was reading The Secret History by Donatari at that time. And again, nature patterns. Visiting goats, that's my name written by my son. Has my son been drawing something? I wanted to put it somewhere else. I think this Lucas drawings, and I decided not to cover them, even if that sometimes I think, oh, that's like a page. I need to fill it with something, but I decided to leave it be. That's the vehicle from the village as well. And this the cat. This my friends at the seaside. We were meeting sunset, I think, and talking. Snake time and mushroom time. I did Sketchbook edition 14. It's the challenge done by Alexandra Dikaya, Ukrainian artist, and she does amazingly cute and very supportive sketchbook marathons. And I didn't want to participate, but when my friend told me that the gardens and the forest is the theme, I'm like, say no more, I'm in. So there were mushrooms, and I didn't write the theme, I think, but this was also from day 2, day 3, day 4. I don't remember the prompts. I should have written the prompts, I think. So they are like an absolutely different technique for me and absolutely different vibe, but I think it was supposed to be here. And day 6, an oleander flower. And I did all of them. I think I missed maybe like a couple of days. I really like this one, to be honest. I really like combining colored pencils and watercolors and inks, and all in all they, for me, feel like they're very real, like almost 3D quality. And that was a prompt with a map, and I recently saw really interesting reels with map making, and I want to do another map, so that will be the base of a new map. So that's Lucas, Minecraft guy, and this is the tea garden, where you can come and just sit and drink coffee and tea and just talk for endless amount of time. I like going there. It's another map. And the cat. Look at this face. Is this even a cat, you know? And my love, the goats, always. I try to make picture references of the goats in the village because we have some. So, and this prompt was 1 day in Turunj. And what's the 1 day in Turunj? It's like tea drinking, strawberry eating, turtles on the loose, village rooster calling, all the cats of the world are in Turkey, reading books voraciously. I try to, at least. And sketchbook edition, yay, and the best lamp. That again is Turunj Bay, which I love dearly. And this place looks like a, I don't know, Hayao Miyazaki cabin, getaway cabin. I did it from a photo reference, and I want to do more, maybe adding up watercolor on a better paper than this one, because this one doesn't really hold water very good. This one is again sketchbook edition from Alexandra Dika. Again. And again, I really wanted to do this like mindless little spreads with little drawings to see what actually my theme is. Here I try to declaring myself a witch. And this one is card from which I get from Denmark, from a friend. Like this one. And face is really funny, I think. Here I was like in the Fernfest in Moscow. It's the special project of people who grow fungi artificially and they sell it, like not fungi, mushrooms. And yeah, this is the drawing for me from my friend Admiral Marinat Marina, amazing artist. And this one is my favorite picture in this sketchbook, I think. I used very special material for that. I won't be able to find it, but I really should make a process video with that. I will show you. It's the special pencil which looks like coal, but it's not coal, and it doesn't dissolve with water, so you can do this very lively, very beautiful outline, and then color it with watercolors, and it won't smudge. Look at that. I'm completely in love with this one. And more quick drawings. And this is olive tree, 18 AG in Turunj. And this was the final one of the Transmundane Tuesday from Carson Ellis. This was the final prompt, I think. And I really want to create my own list, because Carson Ellis helped me to go through pandemic with her prompts, and we, together with my Sketch Club members, we did really a lot of those prompt combinations, and I really want to do my own list, and I will tell you, of course, about that. And more birdsies and some pool people. And I was trying to sketch Katya. She looks very different to every sketch. It means that I need to practice more, right? And here are the birdsies and the end. White peacock. Can you imagine that there are such beautiful things as white peacocks? And here is the little note. What I really liked is that you can write in the end your thoughts about the notebook, the sketchbook you just finished. So it was my first Turkish sketchbook from beginning to the end. It took me 4 months, and I got lots of joy from communication with this sketchbook, and I thank it for the time we spent together. And I also wrote about the paper quality, that was better for pencils, liners and inks and everything, but you can take a little bit of watercolor with it. So I'm going to the new sketchbook. And this was acrylic. So here goes the sketchbook. Maybe it was quick of a run, so tell me please if you want more elaborate talks on different pages. What's your style of consuming sketchbook tours? Tell me. And maybe some advices for my next ones, because I already am using the next one and I will show it to you, be sure. And thank you for watching my video, and subscribe, like and all that. See you soon.